Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you.
Free electricity, not for all Nigerians. Government. A meeting yesterday by top federal government, top officials, principal officers of the House of Representatives and stakeholders in the power sector resoluted to set up a joint committee to work out modalities for the postponed 2 months free power supply to Nigerians, aimed at cushioning the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic. The Speaker of the House of Representatives, Femi Gbajabiamila, according to a statement by his spokesman, Larry Lasisi, said the committee will identify Nigerians who would benefit from the free power supply, using the number of households connected to the national grid, which will give a way forward to regular power supply to Nigerians after the COVID-19 crisis. The objective is very simple. We're asking people to stay at home for several days or weeks. So we need to make their stay at home comfortable. We need to help the poorest of the poorest at this time in Nigeria, Gbajabiamila said. The Minister of Power, Sale Mamala, said the executives would give support and technical advice towards the realization of this objective. We are ready whenever our input is needed. Great Managing Director, NNPC, Male Kari, said the proposal is workable if the issue of who is carrying the burden of cost and margin in the supply value chain is settled and agreed on by all the parties. Also present at the meeting were Chairman of the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commissioner, James Hmmm, Managing Director, Nigerian Bulk Electricity Trade plc, Mali Amobi, representative of distribution companies, the Leader of the House, Alice Ado, House of Representative Whip, Mohammed Monguno, House Deputy Leader, Peter Akpatutos, House Deputy Chief Whip, and others were also at the meeting, and the people they thought could and should benefit from this program are the poorest of the poorest of the poorest. But the question remains, how do you identify these people? What are the modalities and what is the way to identify these very people? So those are some of the questions that are being posted now. Now you're hearing that not all Nigerians will get the free electricity that we've been hearing about. They said not all Nigerians will get this free electricity. So who are those that will get it? Well, it's been out. They said those that will get it are the poorest of the poorest. The poorest of the poorest, they get bulb for their house. Do they use lights? Do you understand? Do they use lights? Do they even have bulb? They don't use lights. They don't even have bulb in their house. Not talking about electricity. Who pays the bills? Because we know how electricity is in Nigeria. Once your electricity is connected, whether you've not had light for how many years, they will still send you bill every month. So who is deceiving who? And what is the modality for identifying those who need this power supply? You see, these are some of the questions Nigerians are asking. That's how they brought the money they said they were given, and they left out some states. Who are the senators representing those states that could not speak? Who are the senators? Who are those that are supposed to? Who are the Senate representative of people from those states that did not speak? State like Delta, state like Ogun, state like Lagos, people did not get the relief. So who are those that got it? Can you see that there is serious injustice in Nigeria? Again, you are saying that you are giving this to those that are at home because of the relief. The North is not locked down. So why is the North getting the money? Why is the North getting the money? Why those who are locked down do not get the money? You see that Nigeria, there is something really not right with the system, that somebody somewhere is really committing atrocity to the people of Nigeria, that there is unfairness. In Nigeria, they always stood standard. Even in JAM in this country, there is a standard for the north and there is a standard for the south, and yet it's the same job, the same at the end of the day. So who is deceiving who, and why are we where we are today? It is because Nigeria feels that some people are first class and some people are not. They don't qualify for first class citizens. They don't. Yet the money is coming from even those parts that are being neglected. So how can we reconcile this? Now the same electricity is over how many weeks now that there have been no lights in Nigeria? Over how many weeks now that the lockdown has been? They are just discussing the issue of electricity. Abba. The issue of electricity is just being said now. It's just being discussed now. So who gets this very relief that we are talking about? They say the poorest of the poorest. How do we identify these poorest of the poorest? Who are they? Who are they? And how do we identify them? Because again, they've come and you see that some people will have light, some will not have light. And they said somebody can take up the burden, can take up the responsibility, the modalities to set it out to be easy. How come since 1960 we cannot have steady light supply and let it be a thing of the past in Nigeria? How come? How come we say we want to supply electricity to other nations of the world, yet it shows the level of corruption in the country. It shows the level at which people are corrupt and they don't want to support one another. In fact, to me, it's not just corruption, it's wickedness. That's the way I see it. It's even wickedness. These are basic necessities of life that the government should provide for her people. And you are saying that some people will get it, some people will not get it. I don't get it. I'm trying to understand it. That in Nigeria, there are two standards. That not everybody is attended to the same way. It's wrong. Very wrong. Very, very wrong. Now, they said they were going to give free electricity while people stay at home. So what about the rest that are staying at home that cannot even afford it as well? If they are not the poorest of the poorest, they don't get it. You people should fear God, though, because there is God. Really fear God. Fear God. Fear God. There is God. There is really God. Because in this country, you can see that there is wickedness from the presidency, from Nigerians, even from ourselves to ourselves. There is serious wickedness hovering over the country. And this has to stop. Enough is enough. This has to stop. Oh, Africa, supposedly giant of Africa. This is not fair. This is not good. Let us call a spade a spade. Let us be real, and let us stop all these things we are doing. Let us move forward. Let us create one standard. Let us move forward as a nation. They said no, but not every not every Nigerian will get the electricity. Well, my people, I just wanted to keep you real, keeping it real, informing you of what is going on in Nigeria and around the world. You have a voice, please use it. Don't allow anyone make you feel that you don't have a voice. No, you do have a voice. Don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe, to click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. We are here to keep you up to date with all that is going on in Nigeria and around the world. You have a voice. Make it loud and clear by leaving a comment, subscribing, thumbs up for us. This helps the news to travel and this helps us to do more and encourage us to know that you are there. I want to say a big thank you to all of you who are always there, who have subscribed already. We appreciate you. Thanks for belonging to this family of Apple Line Media. If you are not there yet, please subscribe, belong to the family. We really appreciate you. You make it worthwhile. to continue to do what we do. We expose evil, we expose inequality and injustice in our community, and we encourage the government to do more, to do well. Thanks very much. God bless you. Bye for now.